guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. It's your girl Ebony Tia here. First name Tia, middle name Ebony. And in today's video, make sure you guys watch this before y'all buy that vendor list, because I'm about to put y'all onto some tea. So if you do want another tea, before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hi girls. So today's video, I want to give y'all some tips and tricks on finding your vendor, and that you basically do not have to buy a vendor list before you watch this video. Okay, so I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks that you can learn before you have to actually buy the vendor. So I'm going to give y'all 3 ways I can find a vendor, because of course, if you guys know, everybody is selling a vendor list here, vendor list there. I'm selling a vendor list. All of these people are selling vendor lists. Okay, so it's just like, who do I buy from and who should I not buy from? I'm not telling you guys not to buy a vendor list, but if you want to save some coin, yeah, watch this video to the end, because a lot of people are selling vendor lists, and some of these people are selling vendor lists that they purchased from another vendor list, and they haven't even used any of the hair that they have on these vendor lists. So many of these vendor lists that the girls are selling are hair that everybody already know about. Is hair that people, you can find out on Alibaba. You can find, they probably following you right now, these people that's on this vendor list. They probably writing you on WhatsApp too. So it's like, why are you paying $100, $200 for a vendor list when the vendors, you probably scroll past them? Like, I'm like, everybody shouldn't be spending all this money, because it costs money. And then you buy a vendor list and you try all this hair. Some vendor lists be having 100 vendors on there, 100 or even 50 to 20 vendors on it, and it's like, did you try all these vendors? Some of these people never even tried none of these vendors that's on there. So it's like, you have to try all these vendors out, and it's just like, you're just confused and all over the place. So I'm just trying to help you out to make this, you know, a little simpler, instead of buying a vendor list from someone who probably did not even try the vendor that they're selling. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I do sell my vendor to my hair company. Also, it will be in the description bar down below. But the vendors that's on my vendor list, I actually used. I actually use this hair. That's why my vendor list, Shop Hair Heaven vendor list, is super different from others, because it just has vendors that I use and actually like. I'm not gonna put a vendor on there that I don't like their hair, you know. And then also on my vendor list, I also describe basically what I use the vendor for. So if it's for bundles, if it's for a wig, if it's for lace, if it's for, you know, packaging, it's just different. So I feel like my vendor list is kind of easy. But if you don't want to get that, girl, let me put y'all on, okay? Let me put y'all on if you don't want to get that too, okay? That still costs some money. Okay, so the first way you could avoid buying a vendor list is, number 1, Instagram. Like I said, Instagram has so many vendors. Like, once you post videos on your feed that has like virgin hair, raw hair, Vietnamese hair, if you tag those places in your videos, they first of all gonna like your video or picture that when you use that hashtag. If you use that hashtag, those vendors are gonna find you basically. So give them a try. That's how I found my vendor. Basically, I always say that in all of my videos, is that I found my vendor by basically just, you know, following who followed me. And I just looked on their page and I was like, oh, this hair looks good actually. And I hit them up, and then voila. Ads. Like, a lot of them too have good hair. Not all of them. Of course, you're gonna have to try them yourself, trial and error. But if this girl is selling 50 vendors, you're gonna be trial and error in those vendors too. But if you do want to buy a person that's actually selling just 1 vendor or 2 vendors, I highly suggest those, because more than likely that person tried those 2 and they liked them. They're not having 50 million of them on there. But like I said, Instagram is a good way to find a vendor, because they're all on Instagram. Like, all of the vendors are on Instagram. They're posting. They might not have a lot of followers. You do have to make sure that they are actually legit, because some of them do be looking iffy on there. I'm not gonna even lie, but it's still a good choice. Okay, number 2 I would suggest is TikTok. A lot of the girls are putting their vendors on TikTok and saying who it is, especially too if you look at the comments of people that are selling their vendors, or that don't mind sharing where they got their vendors at. You will see people saying, don't buy this vendor. It's like, this vendor did not work. This vendor is good. This vendor is not good. So I really do suggest TikTok. And also, they do follow me on TikTok. Not as much as Instagram. People do sell it, but people also like reveal their vendors. So if you want to go on TikTok and all of that, I would highly suggest going on TikTok, because it really is a good way to find vendors. Instead of 3, I'm gonna say 4. the way you can find a vendor before you buy a vendor from someone else is going on your WhatsApp. If you have WhatsApp and you already have contacted multiple vendors already on your WhatsApp, those vendors be contacting you on WhatsApp without you even writing them. I don't even know how they get our number. What are they looking for? Like, what are these people on WhatsApp getting our number? Like, we did not write them, we did not text them, we did not hit them up, we did not inquire about no hair, no lace, and they write you. Like, it be so weird to me. It's like sometimes I be at work and I just be getting mad notifications. They'll send you like 10 notifications at one time, and it's like why are y'all sending me 10 notifications? And I got my phone on vibrate, so all you hear is it's like 10 of them, and I never even wrote this place. So WhatsApp was really good, because why these vendors got my number, but if you do look, they do send you pictures though. So if you do look at those vendors, you can see the quality of the hair. You can see if you would like to hit them back up actually and write them to inquire about the hair that they're showing pictures and videos of. 9 times out of 10, they also do have their Instagram on there. So you could, after you look at those vendors, you can go on their Instagram and check it out if you want to see more pictures and stuff like that. And a lot of them too on WhatsApp, you can video them to see the factory, to also make sure that that is the actual legit place and they're not stealing pictures from another vendor. I'm about to put y'all onto the gym. Okay, so drum roll please. Okay. So somewhere where you can get good vendors without buying a vendor list is Facebook groups. Now hear me out before y'all want to tussle, but before you want to do that and be like, girl, Facebook, like who's on Facebook? Like only old people, like we're not on Facebook. But girls, there are groups for literally everything. When I say everything, everything. If you want to be in a plant group, if you want to be in a lighting group or a graphic design group, you can be in one at Facebook. They make a group out of almost damn near everything that you can think of. And they have hair vendor groups on Facebook. I'm actually in one, and actually I was gonna buy, I forgot who vendor I was gonna buy. I forgot her name. Let me not put her out there anyway, because I don't want, you know, this video could get a million views and then like she will know that I got her vendor off this group on Facebook. Okay, so it's this girl that been selling her vendor on Instagram and TikTok. She's a really big influencer, and she does like a lot of hair content, selling classes, courses, ebooks, and all of that stuff. So I was literally this close to buying her vendor because I'm on the hunt into looking for a new vendor right now. So cause you always gotta be on the hunt looking for a new vendor, because it's always better and better out there. Anyway, so I was literally this close. I was like, you know what, let me go on my hair vendor Facebook group. Okay, so I go in there, I type in her name, right? Why the vendor was right on there. The vendor, yes. Like a lot of the girls on there, they're so giving, so they'll pay for their own vendor, and some people will put it on the Facebook group publicly. Some people do ask you to DM them so you could pay for the vendor. It's depending. A lot of people post vendor lists that they have purchased from other influencers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, whatever. They'll post it on that Facebook group. And I'm not saying it's good. I'm not, you know, because a lot of people do be mad that they vendor end up being shared for free. And the vendor that she had too, I actually seen them before, and I scrolled past them on Instagram actually. So I was like, dang, that's the vendor? Like, what the heck? So I actually hit the vendor up, and we're in talks right now. But I'm just saying, like, that was really crazy. And I'm just so happy because the vendor list was like around, how much was her vendor? She was selling this one vendor. I think it was like, let me actually go on her, let me go on her Instagram. She sells her vendor for $150. $150, baby. Now that might not be a lot to a lot of y'all, but I was like, I don't think I need to be paying for this right now. I think she was having a sale at the time, so it was like $90 or something like that, but now she's selling it for $150. And I was going to do like, I was gonna pay for it. I'm not gonna even see how, like, I was gonna make up some excuse saying I was gonna do it in 4 installments, something like that, but I don't even think I was gonna do that. I don't know if she even had that option. But yeah, it was $150, and I found her vendor on the Facebook group for free. For free. So that's why I'm telling y'all, like, join a Facebook group. Like, I'm telling y'all, that's gonna be the best thing you can do for starting a new hair business. In my Facebook group also, they put in vendors they have tried. If you want to see a review from a vendor that you want to try or you're thinking about trying, they'll have those vendors on the Facebook group reviewing. It's just super helpful when you're starting a business. Like sometimes the reviews can be like in the middle because some people do receive good hair, some people don't receive good hair, some people purchase from the vendors from like years ago and it was bad and that was good. So it is like you still have to try it yourself. It is all trial and error, but it just makes it super easy. Like just look up when you go on Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook, create one right now. Like I feel like everybody has a Facebook, they just don't go on it. But if you are that rare person that don't have a Facebook, create one for your business. At least go into a Facebook group. It's really gonna help you save some coin. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up, okay? And let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Normally I'm quick to switch up my playlist. I'm pack my bag and I'll say shit.